I'm Christy. Today I want to talk to you about parental controls on Instagram. So moving on, we come to Instagram. Now this social media platform is much more popular with teens and young adults today than Facebook is. It is also now owned by Facebook, so the two are closely connected. Once again, everyone opening an account is supposed to be at least 13 years old. But I'm pretty positive, although I can't remember for sure, that Sean opened an account before he was 13 and without my knowledge. So it's obviously not hard to work around that requirement. Instagram is a platform that focuses on pictures, stories, and reels. You post a picture or a series of pictures with a bit of commentary about them if you want, and then your friends can like them and or comment on them. Each picture or series of pictures becomes a post in your news feed, although I don't know that that's really what they call it in Facebook or in Instagram. Insta stories are video clips or pictures. I believe they have a limit of 15 seconds each that you can string together. The catch? They only last for 24 hours and then they're gone. Comments go to the original poster through their direct messaging system. Now, reels are fairly new. They're kind of like stories, except that they hang around forever. So I should also say that I occasionally post to Instagram, but I haven't done any stories or reels. So feel free to Google more about those or to dig around in Instagram if you're interested. Now, the articles that I looked at appeared that the quick answer is that no, there are no official parental controls in Instagram. Okay, that's a bit scary. But after watching my boys use Instagram over the past few years, I've discovered that a lot of it really comes down to the individual. If they make smart choices, it's a relatively safe and fun place to use. That said, the thing that I found over and over again in these articles that I looked at was that while every account is automatically defaulted to a public setting, it is possible to change that to private so that only friends can see what you post. I've got 4 articles linked in the blog. You can find that at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in February of 2021. Now these articles all have posts that walk you through the steps necessary to make the account private. While these settings can be changed at any time by anyone in the account, I suspect that many of our loved ones won't be able to change them back on their own, or better yet, won't even think of doing so. Now, each article also includes other steps to further protect your loved one from things like bullying, pornography, how to block users, as well as some other topics. Now remember, no controls block or prevent 100% of the content that we're trying to protect our loved ones from, but they do help. Now, I also found a few articles that take things a bit further and offer other suggestions. Common Sense Media offers an article that provides a good overview of Instagram in general, as well as addressing topics such as monitoring others' accounts and multiple accounts from the same person. It appears to be a fairly detailed overview and is worth the read. You can find a link for it over on the blog. Another article that I found is from Bark. Again, it's linked on the blog. This article discusses a number of different topics and then includes a list of things that you can do to protect your loved one. While they offer numbered lists of how to do each item that they suggest, it's a fairly brief list for each item, and the items in each list are merely statements to follow. The final article I found was from Secure Teen. Again, there's a link on the blog. This is a medium-length article that appears to be more thorough than at least some of the other articles. It includes sections on an overview of Instagram, what parents need to know, and concludes with a 9-step list of parental controls that are available and how to set them up. So, how safe is Instagram? Well, just like any other social media platform, it can be a great option or it can be a dangerous place. A lot of it depends on the individual and the choices that he or she makes. As I mentioned before, my experience with the boys having their own accounts is that it's fine. They've made relatively smart and wise choices over the years, and it's been okay. Now that said, I'm definitely going to be looking into some of these suggestions to make for AJ, to do my best to continue to make it a safe place for him. Here are a few questions that I would ask. Does your loved one need any social media accounts? Are they interested in social media? Well, if they're not, I wouldn't bother. If they won't miss it, don't create issues for yourself. Is your loved one interested in Instagram specifically? Again, if they're not, I wouldn't bother. Why create potential problems? How aware of making account changes is your loved one? If you can make the changes or set it out without them looking over your shoulder, and if they're not aware enough to change it to anything they might want, it's probably a pretty decent option for your loved one. And finally, is a platform that focuses specifically on pictures and videos the best option for your loved one? I'd let this drive your decision if it's possible. Other platforms are less picture and video driven. So my question for you this week is this. Does your loved one use Instagram? What are your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear it. You can leave me a comment below, or you can leave me a comment over on the blog. Again, that's at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in February of 2021. I'm learning to better protect AJ so that I can continue to say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.